Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief is the first of a series of books written by Rick Riordan. This series is divided into 5 parts, the first being The Lightning Thief, then The Sea of Monsters, then The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and then The Last Olympian. For this episode, we will be doing The Lightning Thief. I do have the entire collection, though, which we will be reviewing one at a time. I got these for my 14th birthday. And before I read the books, though, I watched the 2 movies. And my opinions on those movies changed because of this book. The movies on their own are not bad. They're good teen action flicks, but the books are better, and I will explain why later on. But today we're just going to focus on the Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief book story. So yeah, let's begin. So this is basically the plot of the book in a nutshell. Percy is a demigod, but he doesn't know that until later on in the book. Before that, all we know about him is that he has dyslexia and ADHD, which makes things difficult for him at school. But the day that he vaporizes his math teacher, he begins to figure something's not right about this whole situation. I'm starting to see things that I shouldn't be seeing. So that's a sign that things are no longer safe for him. So his mom and his best friend Grover, who turns out to be a Scyttar, which is like a fawn to those of you who don't know, they whisk him away to a place called Camp Half-Blood. But in the process of this, his mom is captured by the Mentor, and Percy thinks that she died. So he's in the doldrums as he's learning how to be a demigod. Camp Half-Blood is where he went. This is a place for demigods. It's a place where all demigods can be safe. So Percy's figuring out how to be a demigod, and he's also trying to find out who his biological father is, which of the gods it is. And during a game of Capture the Flag, his father, Poseidon, the god of the sea, claims him, because Poseidon needs him for a quest. See, something has happened. Zeus's master bolt, Zeus is the god of the sky, his master bolt has been stolen, and Zeus thinks Poseidon stole it. So Poseidon needs Percy to go and find the master bolt to prove his innocence. Percy, the only way that he accepts this quest is the reason he gets to go to the underworld, because people think it must be Hades. And if he gets to go to the underworld, he can rescue his mom. So that's the only reason why he's going on this quest, because he sort of resents his dad for only claiming him because he needs him. So he goes with his friend Grover the Scyttar and a new girl named Annabeth, who is the daughter of Athena, the goddess of wisdom. So these two go on like the road trip of a lifetime all across America, because the underworld is in California and Camp Half-Blood is in New York. So I think that's funny how the underworld is in California. Anyway, so that's basically the plot of the book without spoiling anything. Let's talk about what's good about this book. If you're between the ages of 11 and 16 and you're looking for a book that will entertain you, but you're not a heavy reader, then this is the book that you're looking for. Especially if you like action, because the action in this book is stupendous. You will be gripping the edges of your book. The action is stupendous. It was pretty intense and pretty well done, with humor in there as well. Yeah, that's another thing. There's a lot of humor in this book too. I was surprised. It's not like, belly laugh, like oh type of laughing. It's sort of like you just go type of laugh. And another good thing about this book is the characters. The characters carry this book because the plot is not too solid, but the characters make it great. Percy is basically like a 12-year-old Tony Stark. Annabeth is a bookworm. She's a know-it-all, and not like she's mean about it, but all this knowledge in her head, because she is the daughter of Athena, the goddess of wisdom, all this knowledge has made her a little bit prideful. Not so much that she's unlikable, but it is one of her character flaws. Grover is basically a Scyttar Shaggy. Shaggy and Scooby-Doo. That's basically who he is. And Grover, since he's a Scyttar, he eats tin cans and wax paper and stuff. It's pretty funny. So these 3 characters carry this story the entire way throughout their road trip. It was just wonderful seeing these 3 characters bounce off of each other, their emotions conflict, and all that stuff. It was wonderful to watch. Another thing that's nice about this book is the combination of myth and modern. This combination of things was really, really, really clever. Before this book, I did not know much about mythology. I know who the gods were and stuff, but this brought like a whole new light into my knowledge and appreciation for like myths and stuff. I was trying to make up my own myths. This inspired me so much, and the way he modernizes the gods, the Greek gods, like Ares, for example, the god of war, he's a bad boy biker. He's busy backing around in his, like, flaming bicycle. He's got, like, shotguns and pistols, and he's got, like, an army beard and everything. And Zeus since he's the king of the gods, he's got, like, this coat with the tie and everything, and, like, this lightning beard. And Poseidon's all dressed up in swimming suits and sandals and stuff. And Hades is pretty normal, actually. He's sitting on a dark throne and everything, but the gods are human. They're not like holier than thou type of thing. They're all like, hey, how's it going? So that's another thing that I liked about this. And so yeah, if you're looking to be entertained, this book is certainly very entertaining, character wise, and basically the entire idea of the book wise. Now for the bad of this book. Okay, let's face it, it's a cotton candy book. Realized it is. It's got no substance to it. It's just a sugar-coated adventure story, which is fine, except if you're a heavy reader. If you read books like Michael Crichton's Timeline and the Lord of the Rings trilogy, don't read this book. It's planning to be wild. You could tell that by looking just at the cover, but still, our hero doesn't even learn anything by the end of this book, except how to fight monsters. That's the only thing he learns, is he doesn't grow as a character. And I guess that could be a complaint throughout this entire series, which you might see, is that Percy doesn't change much at all, really, of note. He stays same the entire time. He doesn't learn any lesson or doesn't, grow as a character. He doesn't become more mature or anything. Like, I guess he becomes battle-hardened, but that's not the same, really. So yeah, those are the issues I have with the book. That's the bad. So my final impressions for this book is basically, if you're between the ages of 11 and 16 or more, and you're not a heavy reader, and you want to read something with a lot of action and humor and good characters, read it. If you're a heavy reader who's into the deep stuff and, books with texture and layers, don't read it. All in all, I will give it maybe a B+, 4 stars. It's not a bad book, in my opinion. It all depends on what type of reader you are, whether you'll like it or not. So yeah, that's it. Please subscribe to my channel, guys. I will be coming out with more content in the future, hopefully. My next video that I'm planning on doing is my youth group is going to be going on an outing. It's like a weekend camping trip, and I'm going to be videoing as much as I can, and basically just giving you guys an overview of what it's going to be like, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So please stay tuned for that, and I will also be coming back with my review of Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. And also, a special, I have seen Captain America Civil War recently, and it is awesome, and I'll be reviewing it sometime in the future. I'm not doing it now because it hasn't been released in America yet, or in other countries as well. So I'm going to wait a while just so I can do my spoiler review, which that'll be a lot of fun. So stay tuned for that. Bye, guys.